So there's fish 50 feet in front of me. I don't know if they're bait or stripers. They look like bait from the size of them. Get you all squared away. Well, welcome back to the channel, folks. We're out on the Saco River here in Biddeford, Maine, and we're marking a lot of fish. We have an outgoing tide. We're right at the very, very top high tide going out. So, never been here before. I do have some insider knowledge, but not a ton. And we're looking for the big stripers. Of course. So we're rocking a big 9-inch spook. Oh. There are schoolies everywhere. So I am gonna cut off this leader and go to straight braid here, since we have about 5,000 schoolies in front of me. So I really don't want to lose this big spook. And I'm going to try to keep the boat as organized as possible, folks. I am not known for that at all, but I'm going to try today. Since they're all 80, 90 feet in front of me. And we're not even going to bother fly fishing for them. But all these stripers are kind of stacked up behind me here, or in front of me, waiting for bait to come down the river, because they're lazy. Oh. There we go, got one. That didn't take very long. Couple minutes. There's about 100 more in there. And this one seems pretty tired already. Oh, now he's pissed. Ah, there's one. There's the first one. Not very big, but striped nonetheless. Going back in. Took 10 minutes. And I want to work this just fast enough to keep the current and a tight line. I mean, they're all right in front of me. I mean, just absolutely everywhere. I'm hoping a blitz happens and I can switch to a topwater fly. And we're just gonna work this spook back and forth here as much as we can. And I'm using an 8-foot rod, a cheapo rod. Don't need anything crazy expensive. And one of the great things about stripers is you can target them any way you want. You can target them with clamps, I'm sure, and worms and sea ponds on beaches. Like, they're just an every person fish, which is great. And there's no blitzing happening right now, surprisingly. But they are right in front of me. And they're probably waiting just on the other side of this little ledge that you're seeing in front of me here, if I was to guess. Schoolies doing their thing. They hide out in very similar spots like trout do in a river. And we're just gonna fan cast in front of us here until we hook up. And I might have to try something subsurface here if they're not willing to play here. Come on, come up for it. Oh, they're right there. They were right there. Launch out my favorite bait here, a white sluggo. Can be fished subsurface or on the surface. There's a bunch in this little back eddy over here. But it's erratic, and that could be what they want right now. I don't know. Keep my rod tip low on this one to keep it somewhat subsurface. There's a lot of fish over in this corner here where it's a little bit slower. And what's weird is I might actually go above these fish and fish down to them. I don't know if that's gonna be better or worse. But there's about 4,000 schoolies next to me. Oh, I had him, my son of a... Come on now. Come on now, they love the sluggo. It's such a weird, it's like a giant jerk bait. I'm not really sure what it represents besides an eel. But it'd be great if this wind wasn't blowing my line 100 feet in the wrong direction here. Holy crap, this is so many fish. God. They're at the 80. They're at the 70. Right in this little slack area here. Gotta love the wind. Ooh, almost took my freaking hat off. Ah, terrible cast. Oh my goodness. Unfortunately, I missed that. That was violent. Oh. That gets your heart racing. I paused and looked away for a split second. And it's a bigger fish for sure. Oh, loosen that drag just a smidgen. Oh. He's got a lot of power on me, and he's behind the boat, unfortunately. He's not done yet. Oh, he's not that big. I mean, he's okay, but... See if I can get him to turn down into the net. Yeah, that's a big striper. That's 30 inches plus. 33 and a half. 33 and a half. I'm gonna hang him over the side of the boat. Let him get. You good, buddy? That one came out of nowhere. Out of nowhere and tagged it. Try to do as fast as handling as possible, folks. These fish are dang near endangered. They're a commercial fish, they're a sport fish. They're not designated as a sport fish, and that's the reason why they're considered commercial. It's kind of a weird gray area. But a lot of people would. I don't even know what the slot limit is. I don't keep stripers. I had one last year. It didn't taste that good. So, is what it is. Remember that place I was fishing before? That's where it is. All those rocks right there. That's crazy. Well, thank you very much for watching. It was another grind of a day. We got here at like 11. Now it's 5. So we stayed almost an entire tide cycle, which is good to know because then you know what tide to come back at. This one sucked, and you go to the other one. And every river is different. I do need to find out what these fish would bite because I saw about 4,000 of them today. So normally if it wasn't blowing 100 miles an hour wind out, I would be fly fishing with little tiny flies, and they usually bite that, or they at least chase and commit to it. It's just I could not get a good cast in today with the wind that we had, even with depth charge. And I lost the top 2 seconds on my very expensive fly rod today. Flipped out of the back of the boat. Not happy about that. I've checked the boat a couple of times, but I don't think they're in here. So, thanks for watching. Until next time. First time on the Saco River was a success.